I just wanted to show you how you can combine microwave dyeing to get a large area and also the regular silk painting, because you cannot do a definitive design in the microwave. You can only do a large, either by tying it and such. So I thought, maybe if I tie off the center and then I'd have a blank space that I could paint into. So I tied off this center part, and then I dyed two other pieces of fabric so that they'll all be within the same color range when I make them into a jacket. This would be the back of the jacket. However, this is probably too big of a section that I tied off. And now I'm wondering if I will need to maybe retie it and re-dye it after I get this painted. I don't know. It's an experiment.
Can you after you paint, can you do a new microwave dye on top of it and it would work?
Yes, because this will be permanent and I could tie it, but it will probably infiltrate into it, and it might be a real interesting look. It's something that I'm just experimenting with, trying to figure out how to get a large area covered quickly, because I could paint, but it would be uneven.
Yeah,
But
you're right.
anyway.
And you might want to re-dye it.
So I might, after I get this all painted and it's set, I might just tie off this section and re-dye, and then all of this will still stand out, but it will have more of the yellow and the gold closer.
So everybody should definitely watch the 2 tutorials on our YouTube channel. That is microwave dyeing and also silk painting, because it'll tell you the kinds of paints you use and how to do it. But we just kind of wanted to show you just a new project.
And they fail as well as be successful, but you never know. You never know what's going to happen. Okay, so I'm going to put some water. I need a bigger brush. I'm going to put a little bit of water on these petals so that when I paint, they will blend together. See how these have blended together?
That's what the water does.
That's what the water.
And this is the Gouda, so
Yeah,
make sure you watch
that's
the
the Gouda.
tutorial so you know how to keep the fabric dyes and paints inside the lines.
Well, we hope they'll stay inside the lines. I noticed over here that it went running away. So what I'll do is I will re-Gouda another line out here, or maybe even put in another leaf. But like I say, you got to experiment to find out what's going to happen. Okay, now we'll get the colors going in. Okay, first we'll put in a layer of yellow. And I stay away from the edges, and it runs over to the edges, and then we hope that it stops. Then I put a darker color into it.
So start light.
Start light, and
layer dark.
The other thing that I want to do is I've got a little bit of purple. Purple being the, violet being the complementary color for the yellow. It kind of goes grayish, and this is since this petal is behind, we'll darken it down with some purple and some yellow. And it gives you a nice lively brown. And now I'll blend these two together so I don't have a hard edge along there. But I do need a little bit darker there in the behind, in the one behind. Okay. A bit there, and just a little bit there. Okay, for another one, we'll kind of change the tonality of this one. Rinse my brush, just wipe it off and tickle the edge. Encourage it all the way down to the bottom, but my brush has very little dye in it now, and so I can get closer to the edge because there's nothing that's going to go running over. I'm going to continue to paint this off camera, and then after I've got it finished, you don't need to watch me paint petal by petal, but after it's finished, and I'm going to give it a try at re-dyeing this, and we'll see how it turns out, and so look for it in a future tutorial.
And then maybe you'll
And
put that
then
whole thing together and show us your
right.
jacket.
Maybe I'll get the whole thing together, and then we can really take a look at it when it's done.
So this is going to be a permanent painting, and then she's going to over dye it.
Yeah, bring all this yellow in closer.